Hi guys, and welcome back to Model Makers UK. I'm Ariane Young, a professional hair and makeup artist of 7 years, and today we're doing something a little bit different. We're doing a challenge video where I put some makeup on without looking in a mirror. I'm a little bit nervous about this one, but let's see if we can do it. Right, let's get into the video. Right, so I've taken all my makeup off now, as you can see. I'm barefaced, and let's get on with it. Usually, I have the luxury of looking in a mirror like most people do when they're doing their makeup. So this is a new one for me. Please don't rate my makeup skills. I don't know how the eyeliner is going to go, and I'm a little bit worried about my eyebrows. This is the makeup that I'm going to use today. This is from my own personal stash. As you can see, I've got a mixture of high-end makeup and drugstore makeup because if it works, it works. I don't feel the need to spend a lot of money on high-end stuff for my own personal use because I feel like I can get the same effect out of them. So yeah, let's get on with today's look. I'm actually really nervous. Okay. We're going to start off with primer. This is the Elemis Superfood Primer. I love this primer. It is amazing. It gives a glow to the skin and it's got a little tint to it, and it just rehydrates your skin after a face wash in the morning. I feel like this is going to be the easiest step because it doesn't matter where I put this on my face. I'm just rubbing it in. Okay, so we're going to move on to foundation next. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow foundation. So this foundation is supposedly meant to be a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Filter foundation. It has a really big doe foot applicator, which I love. And I'm just going to hopefully apply the right amount. This isn't a full coverage foundation. I don't like anything too full coverage. I like my skin to poke through, but this is what I would wear if I'm going on a night out, just to add a little extra glow, you know? Now, hopefully I've applied the right amount. I'm gonna buff this in with a, is it Duo Fiber buffing brush from Zoeva. I love Zoeva's brushes. They're just so soft and really good quality. Don't forget the neck, guys. I'm really pale, so my neck needs some love. Right. Hopefully that is all on evenly. And then I like to build up the coverage with the Rimmel London Kind and Free foundation. This foundation has a glowy finish to it as well, but it's a little bit more full coverage, and because I've got red undertones to my skin, I like to just add a little bit more coverage to those areas. Usually my red areas are around here. I've got loads left over, so I guess I'm just gonna go wherever. All right, now that's dotted around the face, I'm gonna try and blend this in with the same brush that I used before. I always admire the girls who can do their makeup on the train. I think that is just a skill in itself. So I'm kind of using two different techniques. I'm kind of buffing in circular motions to help hopefully blend it all into the skin, and a patting technique to help push it into the skin as well. The next step I usually do, contour. Now this is the Fenty Beauty contour stick, the match stick. I love their shade range on this. You can get a contour stick for someone who's super light to someone who's super dark. Right, this is when it's starting to get a bit tricky because I'm gonna have to remember where my non-existent cheekbones are. So I like to do a bit here because my face is so round. I like to contour the sides of my head to give me a more oval looking face. And because I've not got a jawline, I like to draw one in. It's all smoke and mirrors, baby. This is a skinny dip brush that I got for Christmas off of my boyfriend's sister. So thank you, Josie. This is like a smaller, denser brush, which I find easier to like blend in darker colours. So I'm doing this on my chin, but I don't know if I'm giving myself a beard now. So I'm just going back in with this foundation brush to blend that out. Okay, now I've got to remember where I put this. I feel like I'm gonna look like a clown. I'm trying to like brush in an upward motion. So even if I've got it wrong, at least it's all going up and not dragging my face down. And just for safety measures, I'm just gonna pat in with my foundation brush again, just to blend out any harsh lines. I'm gonna head on to bronzer now. I have to be really careful when it comes to bronzer. It just looks really orange on me, so I have to do that with a light touch. And I am using one product from my professional kit just because I love it so much. It's the Chanel Les Beige. So usually I do use a dupe for this product from the brand Collection. They have a similar cream bronzer, but that is just slightly too warm for me. So I use that if I'm actually going on a night out and the lights are dim and you can't see too much orange. I'm just gonna scrape a little bit out just because I do use it on other people, and for cleanliness, I don't want to dip my brush in there. And put that on the back of my hand and work it in just to warm the product up. I'm nervous. And yeah, start putting some bronze on my face. So I usually put bronze in the high points of my face where the sun would usually hit and make me bronzed. Not that I get bronzed really. I feel like I've gone really heavy with this. I'm nervous. I'm just gonna try and blend this out. Now I'm done with the bronze. This is a very well-loved blush from NARS. It is their classic Orgasm blush. And you can see that I've loved it well. I mean, it's kind of a little bit disgusting. I do apologise. I use this nearly every day. It's great. It's got like a highlighting effect to it, like a gold highlight. It's just the perfect blush. I use a bigger, fluffier brush for blush. Try and say that 10 times. And I like to try and put it in the apples of my cheek. This has a mirror in it, but I'm not looking at it. I promise I'm not cheating. Now, the thing about blush is you have to have the right amount. You can either go too heavy and look like you're having a hot flush, or not enough and you look a little bit dead in my eyes. So hopefully this is doing the trick. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. I hope I haven't put too much on, but I guess I'll find out. Next, I'm gonna go for highlight. This is my trusty MAC highlighter. It is soft and gentle, mineralized finish highlighter. And this has like a nice like glow to it. It's not too much. Some highlighters can be just a little bit too glittery. So I'm gonna put this on the high points of my cheek. And I like to like put it around my brow bone as well. Anything that's gonna stand out. A little goes a long way, so hopefully I've done enough with that one. We're heading on to the more difficult parts, which I'm not looking forward to. The brows. I can barely do my own brows at the best of times, just because they're so sparse at the front. I really do need to get in there with a mirror, so this is gonna be interesting. I use the NYX Brow Glue, medium brown. Right, this stuff, a little goes a long way, and it's got a tint to it, so if I get it on my skin, I'm gonna have brown splotches. Right, I like to brush it back through my own hairs. I don't even know where my eyebrow is anymore. Just so I can coat the underside. And then I like to do like a fluffing motion. This doesn't feel right whatsoever. I feel like I've got it everywhere. This feels really wrong. This stuff sticks like glue as well, so Right, I can definitely feel glue on my forehead, so that's not a good sign. And I've got to fill them in now, so what am I going to do? I use the Maybelline Express Brow Pencil. This is a super fine pencil. It's kind of like a dupe for the Benefit Precisely My Brow pencil. Has a little brush on the end of it, and it's good for putting in small strokes. Here is the moment of truth. Usually I just fill in, oh no, this doesn't feel right whatsoever. I fill in like the sparse areas, but I can't see where the sparse areas are. I feel like I'm giving myself a monobrow. This is so hard. This is harder than what I thought it was going to be. Kudos to you guys who can do it on the train. Right, I'm just going to leave my eyebrows there. I've actually just realised I haven't even put concealer on, and this is the reason why you need to look at yourself while you're doing it, because I've totally forgotten a step, a crucial step. So I'm just going to put it on now and just see what happens. I use the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I like to put a dot in the corner of my eyes and a bit here, bit around my nose, and like a bit over here just to cover the redness. And then I blend it in with like a smaller version of my foundation brush. I'm trying so hard right now not to poke my eye. Right, now I've kind of blended that in, I hope. I'm gonna just go in with my bigger brush. A big brush like this is like handy because it's like an eraser for all your mistakes, I'm hoping. No, I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it. Now I've done everything face-wise, I've got to move on to the eyes, which I'm really nervous for yet again. It's gonna be like the eyebrows. I just can't see what I'm doing, so I'm gonna just go for it. I'm using this Beauty Bay palette, and this is great. I mean, it has a colour for every occasion. I'm gonna go with this nice light colour, and this is handy because it's got base, transition, crease, liner, pop and highlight, so it's given me a clue. I don't tend to put a primer on because I don't feel like they do much, to be fair. And then with a smaller blending brush, I'm going to go in with this one, and I'm going to put that in the corner and in the crease. See, this is when you need a mirror as well, because I don't know if I'm blending it in the right area. My rule of thumb is usually just putting the colour in the outer third of the eye, like along the lash line, and then in the corner, and then through the crease. And then I'm gonna blend it with a bigger, fluffier brush, I hope. And then with a darker colour, go right along the tip of the outer corner. I can't even feel where the outer corner of my eye is. Blend, blend, blend. This is the key, I feel like. With that same dark colour, I'm just going to go under the eye and try not to poke my eye out. And then I'm just going to put, with my ring finger, like a highlight shade. I hope I'm not looking crazy. This is so hard. Let's just go in and do it. Liner. Use the NYX Epic Fine Line. I feel like this is going to be the hardest step for me because it just is. It's the hardest step at the best of times. Getting it even, making sure you've got it close to the lash line. So wish me luck. And this is like my classic look. I always have liquid liner on. I hope I don't poke my eye out. That's definitely wrong. I don't know. no. I can just tell this is wrong. I think I'm done with the liner now. Okay, so now we've moved on from that atrocious eyeliner applying, we're going to move on to mascara. This is the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. I love this mascara because it has a really thin applicator and my lashes are really short and straight, so I need something thin. Another good one for that is the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. That's got a really thin applicator. Now I'm going to put it on my eyeball. Okay, applying this is easier than what I thought it was going to be. Oh God. I've poked the side of my face with that. Right. Okay, we've nearly come to the end. We're on the home straight now, thank God. We're moving on to lips. Now I'm going to use my trusty lip pencil. This is the similar colour to my own lip colour, so hopefully I can't get this too wrong. This is the NYX, you can see it's well loved. NYX lip pencil SPL 831. Okay. I usually like to outline and then just fill it in. I'm trying to follow my natural Cupid's bow. Hopefully that's looking okay. And then I'm gonna go bold. I'm gonna use the Beauty Bay Plumping Lip Gloss. This has got like a beige tone to it and it's nice in the center of your lips. To finish off, we're gonna put some setting powder on because obviously I want this makeup to stay all day. I use a small brush. This is the By Terry loose, hyaluronic loose setting powder. And this one I do use in my kit because it is amazing and thin, really fine texture, so it smooths all your lines out. We're on the final step. This is the Body Shop Drops of Youth setting spray. This adds a bit of moisture back into the skin, especially as you put powders on your skin, helps the powders lay flat. So this is going to be one of the easiest steps. Here we are. This is the final look, guys. I'm excited to see it myself. I'm kind of nervous. Okay, so here is the moment of truth. I'm really nervous. Oh my God, okay. I'm not actually that mad at it. Well done me. A bit heavy on the makeup, I must say. Nothing is blended in quite as nicely as I would usually do it. My eyebrows are up here slightly. I obviously don't know where the eyebrows on my face are. Yeah, all in all, I'm not mad. I'm actually really surprised I could do the liner fairly similarly. This one's a little bit sparse, but not bad for a first go, I think. If this is something that you like to watch, please give us a subscribe and like the video, and please comment down below any other challenges you'd like us to do.